Hey, what's good? This is Adnan leading the clutch, and we got a trade that we need to talk about. And I'm referring to the Detroit Pistons and the Washington Wizards trade, as the Detroit Pistons have received Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala. And in return, the Washington Wizards get Marvin Bagley III, Isaiah Livers, and two consecutive second round picks in 2025 and 2026, which, as long as the Pistons are continuing the way they are, it'll probably end up being the 31st and 32nd pick, which is a really good deal for the Wizards. But I gotta say, I believe the Detroit Pistons got an amazing deal out of this. I believe this was like a move that the Pistons really need to make, because one of the problems with the Pistons, especially with their infamous 28 game losing streak, that's now an NBA record, unfortunately for them, is that what I said in my previous video talking about the Pistons is that I don't see like the Pistons' losing streak. I don't see it as a talent issue. I see it as more like a mindset problem with them. That's what I pointed to as one of the main reasons why the Pistons were losing so much, because they have so many good pieces around, and Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey. I believe they have pieces to build for the future, and these guys can do amazing things for the Pistons long term. It's just I've noticed that once they when they're down, if the other team goes on a run, the Pistons end up on basically just mentally giving up, like, oh, here we go again, it's happening, all right guys, game's over, we're done, we're gonna lose again. That's basically what I can tell, like, through their face and their body language, when another team scores an impressive three, or makes a contested layup. You can see on their faces they look already defeated, and there's still plenty of time left in the game. And in times like this, because they're a young team and they're not used to these moments, that's where you need a veteran leadership. But their veteran players in Joe Harris and Bogdanovich have been injured, or have not really stepped up when they needed the most. So getting more veterans in, Danilo Gallinari, who's been on numerous of teams, especially on rebuilding teams, most notably with the OKC Thunder the year Chris Paul was there, and then also with the previously the Washington Wizards. He can be a great locker room leader for them, for the Pistons, to guide them during these tough times, to get them to think straight and just focus on the game and not to give up or quit, even if things look bad at the moment, because the Pistons have the ability to make a comeback, leading to a major change for the better with their young stars I just mentioned earlier. And same with Mike Muscala. These guys have been in the league for many years and are able to contribute in a way that can help out the Pistons to win more games. I'm not saying that they're going to be a play-in team or anything like that, but they won't be as bad of a laughing stock, or they won't like all these winnable games. They can win more instead of just straight up throwing it away, or just having too much bad luck because of just simply giving up after a mistake, or the other team going on a run, because that's eventually going to happen no matter what. But it's just how you respond to it. That's what makes the difference. So I believe having two guys to lead them in that aspect is going to be key for the Pistons, especially in their turnaround. And also, for their future, it's going to be really good, because both of these guys are on expiring contracts. So the Pistons will save even more money, and they have even more cap space to make a trade, or sign free agents in a free agency, and they can use what they need to receive any salary of any top superstar in a trade, or even in the buyout market coming up within the next few months. So I believe it's a great move for Detroit all around, both in the right now and in the future. And for the Wizards, like I said, I believe all those 2 second-round picks, most likely, God willing, that if things are the way they are, most likely going to be the 31st or 32nd pick by 2025 and 2026. I believe it's a great move for the Wizards, and they can use that in a way to potentially trade for a first round pick, or trade for another star player, or they can use those to, what I'm hearing, they want to trade their players in Jordan Poole or even Kyle Kuzma. Now they got more trade chips to make it happen. And also having young guys in Marvin Bagley and Isaiah Livers, it'll be a great opportunity for them to maybe a new change of scenery is good for those guys, and maybe they can, who knows, they might flourish or do better on the Wizards compared to being on the Pistons, because I have read reports that Marvin Bagley hasn't been used as much from Coach Monty Williams, so maybe this new change of scenery will be good for him. And with these limited playing time for him, he still averaged this season 10.2 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.2 steals, 0.5 blocks, shooting 59.1% from the field, which is pretty good. It's serviceable, but he can definitely improve. And who knows, maybe if he gets potentially maybe some playing time to compete for a starting spot over there in Washington, maybe those numbers will be will either improve or he'll get those same numbers but on better efficiency. So we'll see what happens there. So it's a good project for the Wizards, and Marvin Bagley and Isaiah Livers, who are both very young guys who have plenty of time and to grow and to expand their games. So I believe, like, for Washington, this can only do good for them, because worst case scenario, if both those guys don't pan out, they still got those two very early draft picks that they can flip for better assets or for a player. You know, they can be willing and dealing by getting those two second round picks. So yeah, overall, I like this trade more for the Pistons because they get the veteran help they need right now to guide these young players, to have them to just mentally toughen up and to not quit or give up so easily in the middle of the game, and just fight to the end. I believe this is going to pay huge dividends for them, and also they're going to save a lot of money in cap space because of both these guys being on expiring contracts and also not having to pay Marvin Bagley, if I'm correct, his $12.5 million salary. So the Pistons dodged the bullet right there, and they might be serious contenders this upcoming off season to sign a major superstar, or to get somebody to come to Detroit by potentially either overpaying or just having all the capital to make it work. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Pistons fans, do you guys like the trade? Do you guys like that getting both Gallinari and Muscala? Do you think it's the Pistons are heading in the right direction, or you don't like it? Please let me know why. And Washington, what do you guys think? Do you guys believe you still got more trades to do, or you guys are happy with having more young guys and more draft capital? So or if not, please let me know why, and I certainly love to hear you guys out in discussion in the comments. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. God bless y'all, and talk soon.